Hi everybody, my name's Chris, and today I want to talk to you about a few things you have to check before you update your new PointCap Origins 4.0 version. We've changed and added a lot of things in the 4.0, the most obvious being the name and the logo. From now on, the former PointCap suite will be called PointCap Origins, and the 3D Pro version will be called Origins Pro. We've also completed and updated the design and the user interface. We changed the behavior of some of the tools, and last but not least, PointCap's development utilized the opportunity to work on some long overdue maintenance in order to rebuild a lot of the software code in the back end. We did this to move the software into the here and now. We made sure to keep up our ability to integrate new features for our needs, and of course, to easily adapt to new technologies. These major changes are the reason why you need to consider a few things before updating your current PointCap version Origins 4.0, what to do and what to watch out for. I will explain to you right here and now. First things first, let's talk about the installation. The new version can be installed along with the old PointCap version. This means you can have both versions installed on your computer. The reason for this is that going on forward, projects created with the new Origins 4.0 can no longer be opened with older PointCap versions. However, all projects you created with 3.9 or older versions can be edited with Origins 4.0. To do that, you just have to update the project, but more on that in just a second. As soon as you finish the installation, you see a video with the first initial properties. The defaults from now on is the dark mode and a much cleaner drop-down toolbar for your user interface. If you prefer the classic familiar look, you can certainly change it back to the white and bright mode and have all tools visible. As you can see, the changes are immediately visible, so you can just play around with the settings a little and decide which you like the most. If you've done that, you now need to activate your license by selecting Help and Install License File. Here you can just go ahead and type in your activation code, and if you can't find your activation code, please reach out to your support team. They'll be happy to help you with that. And now the installation is done, so that's a piece of cake pretty much. So before you start exploring the new features, let's just have a look at projects created with older versions. As I mentioned before, you can open and edit them as usual with Origins 4.0. Just go to Open, select the project. Origin now asks you if you want to update the project. If you do so, Origins automatically saves a zip file of the old version. This way you can always have a backup in case you need one. By the way, if you want to share your Origins 4.0 project, just download the new version of PointCap Share on your website. It works in the same manner as the PointCap Share that was released in December. You can use both Share versions simultaneously depending on what kind of project you want to open. So let's look at a project and look at the changes we've made to the behavior of some of the tools. What's most important for you to know is that when using the Layout and Section tool, Origins now processes all properties you set up at once, saving you to process it every time, or calculated singly every time. We just select orthophoto and then Layout and Section. You can see that the tool now appears in the left toolbar over here. In this mode, your last tools appear here on the left. So I personally find that very useful. Again, if you want to change that, just go to Settings, GUI, like the graphical user interface, and here select All Tools Visible. Yep, that's that. But we're just going to go ahead and proceed with the new mode to create a layout. Instead of creating multiple layouts with different properties, we're just gonna go to processing in the job editor and select what we need. For example, we can turn on reflectivity, shading, and index. And since the delta tool is now integrated, we can process the delta immediately in one run. So there's no separate tool for this anymore. It's all integrated, makes it a lot simpler, a lot easier to work with. Also, if you need a PDF, just flip the switch on here, and that should then create a PDF for you. Great. Okay. Yeah, that's basically all you need to know before you go ahead and start exploring the new features of Origins 4.0. If you want to know more about the new possibilities Origins 4.0 has in store for you, check out their changelog on our also all-new website. Please find the link in the video description below. Let us know what you think about the new Origins 4.0. Drop us a comment, and while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. See you next time, and talk soon!